If you need to plan and prepare every single part of your fat loss journey, you're doing it wrong. If you have to plan every single meal out for every day, every breakfast, every lunch, every dinner, every snack across the week, you're doing it wrong. If you're at a point where you need to be so precise, what happens when things don't go your way? What happens when you haven't prepared? What happens when you don't have the right ingredients on the day? You go completely off it. And this is building into that all or nothing mindset. I'm on a diet or I'm off a diet. And that's where most people mess up. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not against it completely. If you're someone that has a relationship with food that is a bit of a struggle, or you are so unprepared that you're just on the go all the time and you don't have a clue what you're doing, it's okay short term. As soon as you get 8 weeks plus of dieting, you're at a point where you should have enough understanding of what's working with you and what's not, what's going to help the situation and what's not. So as soon as you've got this knowledge, you should be putting it into, okay, I know on average my lunch is 600 calories. Why can't you go out for lunch and have something that is 600 calories? That shouldn't be a problem at this point. What if it's the weekend and you're eating breakfast out and dinner out? You should have enough understanding within 8 weeks to know that lunch should be very small. If not, you can skip lunch. If you had a bigger breakfast and a bigger dinner, you're not going to die. You've already eaten them calories or going to eat them calories. So you're just going to be hungry for a few hours. If you have been dieting for a long time and you've been really precise with it and everything's been so regimented that you are at a point where you're a bit scared of coming away from that and experimenting and trying new foods, that should be your next focus point. You should challenge yourself to go out for dinner. You just turn up, you look at the menu and you make the best decision that you can. Is that going to be as optimal as at home? Of course not, but that's life. And this is going to come up over and over and over again. If you can't eat a certain way right now, what's going to happen in 2 years when your motivation is lower? You're going to be terrible. You're going to be rubbish at it. And as soon as you eat that meal out that's not on plan, you will feel like you've failed. And you will feel like you need to throw in the towel and either restart again, which will make it this massive thing in your head, or you'll just stop and you'll go back to your old habits. The only thing you're learning when you're so regimented is how to eat that way. You have no flexibility, you don't know how to adapt, and that can be a curse long term. With all my clients, it's about getting a result fairly quick, and then as soon as they've got that result and they understand how they did it with confidence, we look to improve their relationship with food. So slowly incorporate meals out without planning ahead. Go on holiday without logging food altogether, and stick to the principles and the systems that we've taught them so they can get results even without a structured plan. If you want more tips like this, make sure you give me a follow.